The riot is still ongoing. We, however, will continue with more buildings that we can have here, especially in our district there. So I wanted to have the school here. That is still a possibility. And then I'm going to also add a few more blocks of houses, especially those houses here then, or those blocks here. Then we can do... Oh, the clipper with the weapons has arrived as well in the new world. And we're just going to add a few more buildings here. And also build those guys here to have this whole new district. It should not affect consumption too much. Fish is fine. Schnapps is capped. And the workclothes is fine there as well. So Schnapps actually... Schnapps is capped, right? That's why it's negative. So that's fine. But we should actually also have the first depots here now in Taten as well. Just because we can. Let's have the first 2 depots here. Getting a bit of more storage limit there. And my clipper. Where is the clipper with the weapons? There it is.
The fire.
Let's get it over there and start building us a defense in the new world. And we can then actually use that clipper here right away for the rum production. The good thing here is that this territory is more or less ours. So I should not need any defense for the clipper there whatsoever at the moment. Let's have Port Royal here, another block of houses. We do need the workforce. I'm not going to build any plantain production here at the moment, stuff like that. But over here, we can now finally start with, well, a decent sized rum production that we need for the money. And money is getting more important now that we need to build out to it. We need to also pay money for ceasefires with the pirates. So that is something we cannot forget. Now, let's start with the first. I think 4 plantations will be fine. And for the first one, let's not use it too much here because we do need the harbor area there too for... Oh, this is not good. For the first one, we need the harbor area. I wanted to save for some other productions then later. And Bente has bought back a share actually from Alonso. Good for you, Bente. And then we can just copy those guys here. And we actually have some room then here as well for some tractors if we want to. So 4, that's fine. And then we can have 4 of these rum distilleries. Look at how big they are. Like, seriously. It always surprises me how big they are because they take up so much space. And of course, since we have them, we also need... Yeah, I think 1 lumberjack hut will be fine for now. That we have over here. Producing us the timber because it needs 15 seconds. So it can supply 2 of them. And we already have 3 lumberjack huts. So, you know, the wood is fine at the moment. I'm going to get rid of 1 sawmill. And then we have all the... I destroyed now a warehouse here, no problem. Getting rid of 1 of the sawmills there. Isabella is offering us a smuggling quest. Some colonial scum have been obstructing my trade routes. I'm sure you'll be able to get past them though. I've commanded my ships to drop their cargo at a designated position. Actually, a lot of money in this one here. 20,000 and... Wait a second. An item that we can sell. What? Dr. Ali Al-Sahir, the botanical director, and is worth 187,000 credits. This is, well, it's a risky business as we can see. Slip past patrols to Flotsam and pick up the thing. Yeah, we are going to use our flagship for that because the flagship is quick about it. The problem here is it's very close to the pirate. Are we on ceasefire with Alonso? I think we are, but Alonso might be a problem. Finally, the riots are over in Taten and we can really continue here building our town. But that legendary item is going to boost our money there even more. So we could probably also afford them purchasing islands from time to time. That might be an interesting step here. Right, the fire is gone. Now that everything's settled down, how is consumption looking? Fish is capped, so I'm not worried about that. Schnapps is fine. Workload is fine. Sausage, bread. Bread is getting close. And for the first time, soap is at 0. Next ship of the line. And we can commission the next one right away. And let's also commission another clipper. Now that we can afford that. And while we still have a bit of timber, let's have... Actually, no, for that I will need another marketplace. But here we can still add a few more houses, right? Over here. And here. That should be fine. There we're going to reserve that for a school then or something like that. And upgrade wise, yes, we could upgrade quite a lot of them. Let's upgrade those guys here close to the church. And I will need a second church then over here, but that should be an easy target. And let's actually connect those two districts now, finally. Costing us the last bit of timber that we have. That's fine here. So we can add a bit of greenery here then. And here perhaps we add a few more houses, right? Or we don't. I don't know. No idea yet. Let's keep this one green, this area there. Back in Port Royal, fire station has been built and the rum is flowing. We finally have the first rum coming in. Luxury good, it's called. Of course, some of it is going to be consumed by my Jornaleros here in Port Royal. But the other ones, well, the other ones we are going to get now with the clipper that we have. So let's open up a new trade route that we can then have from Port Royal to Tayton. And let's add it here with 200 tons right away. And where is my, in the New World, the Endeavor is the ship for this one. The Endeavor though still has, yep, the weapons on board. Let's unload that. Very good. So now we can also have at least two. Let's have one big cannon here for the harbor. And two small ones, right? How many weapons do we still have? No, let's have one small one. That is fine. And then we can use the rest of the weapons that we have here for the defense of the Rum Island. Very important. We need a bit of bricks there for that. Right, and the rest of the weapons that we have. That's another big cannon then down here in Port Royal where we need it. Meanwhile, here we can also add a few more houses there. Since workforce has gone down quite a bit there because of the rum production. And let's just have another plantation here as well. Let's have two more plantations here as well. I really need the rum and it's so cheap. That's not going to work here anymore. Let's have it over here. So we do need another warehouse here then as well. And a fire station here as well. That we can actually afford here. Very good. So I can squeeze in another sugarcane plantation then over here as well. Back in Tayton, what we need to do here is getting a bit more fish. And since people love the smoked bacon that we have here, close to our factories, it's still close to the factory, so we get a bit of smoked salmon or whatever we get out of the ocean here. So let's have a few fisheries here. Let's add 4 more, or let's add 4 in total that we can have here. That should ramp up the production then for the fish. The rest is looking fine, so no worries here. And in that case, we might actually also go for some upgrades here. So we do have the resources. Let's have a few more artisans. They pay very good. And since the rum is coming in soon, I will also get a lot of push then tax-wise out of those guys here. And those guys here. That's fine. Using all the timber that we have. Of course, we also need a bit of timber there for some warships. And the next ship of the line we can afford soon. Alright, in Port Royal we get the weapons and the bricks, and let's have a little harbor defense here as well. So there is of course the decision between two mounted guns or one cannon, and in that case I'm going with the cannon once I have the timber. Like I still need 9 tons of timber, and then we can add it here as well. The clipper, where's the clipper that is working on the rum? There it is. And it's delivering the first rum now to my artisans in Tayton. The cat is on the way delivering the alcohol. And of course we should not forget the smuggling mission that we have over here. And I'm actually quite curious. First of all, that is the same thing that happened with the anarchist final quest. So the patrols were hidden in the fog of war and my ship was not able to return quickly enough. So I don't see all the ships here right now that are patrolling. And there's a flotsam somewhere. There it is. There's the ship. I think it's the only ship here right now. Let's take it. Ah, there's another one. Okay.
We are all the stronger for
yes,
this.
Let's pick it up and get out of it.
Ready for orders.
And deliver it back to her. That was easy. Okay, that was easier than I thought. I was lucky at the moment because those ships were far away. And a flagship is always good to use on that because it has a motor on board, a steam engine, and it's not so dependent on the wind. And that's going to be a huge reward for us there. Looking forward to that. Right, those guys here, they do need some lumber. Let's have another lumberjack hut because of that. Or, wait a second, what I could also do most likely, ramp up the production of the lumberjack huts here by a bit. Because, yeah, Jornaleros are happy anyway. They are because they have the rum, and I'm also giving them the chapel now. And let's actually have the chapel in here. That's a very good location for a chapel. Never thought I would use it for that, but it's fine. Have the chapel here and look at them. They are absolutely euphoric.
I could simply go to press.
They will have a festival about it soon. Schnapps and a church. What more do you need? Or rum and a chapel. That's that. Money-wise, actually, let's not use that much influence on money anymore. A bit of happiness is fine, and the minus consumption is important. Other than that, let's save a bit of the influence again, having a bit of that. And Bente, we are pretty down with her there for the moment. Let's also give her some money, 800, and she's absolutely happy with that. But she declines, okay.
I think you've earned the right to a slow death.
Shut up, Alonso. No one wants to hear you.
A good sport. I'm always that. Things
Oh, very good. Was successful with the pirates though, and ceasefire is still going on for another hour. What we need to do here in Port Royal is finish now the cannon tower, first of all. Very important. And what we can also have here is... Actually, we can't because we built the cannon tower. Now, what I want to do here is having a depot. I actually want to have several depots here for all the rum production. So let's get this clippy here back home again, because we are producing some bricks here now. Turn in the quest.
You gained an influence.
That's the money that we get out of the quest. And now's the question. Dr. Ali Elsa here, he gives me 30% productivity for all New World crop farms. Sounds pretty good. Crafting for expedition, but 187,000 credits. I'm going to sell him because that is just way too good for it, for the money there. To sell that, and we do need the bricks then. And speaking of bricks, here we have another production that we need to finish. And do we already have the... Nope, we don't. Right, so I have another clipper. Speaking of which, we have now 3 ships off the line here. We can commission another one right away. And I do need another clipper as well. And let's create a new trade route from the New World, from La Isla Bonita to Titan with bricks. I think this is my first bricks trade route. Now let's get all the bricks that we get out of it. So it's the first pure brick trade route. And Ardent Squib, you're on the way now, delivering finally some bricks to Titan, because boy, we need it. Absolutely. We do have clay, which is good, but it's not enough for sure. And look at how busy the harbor is looking of Titan so far, because we have all the factories here. What we can also do in Titan is upgrading, most likely, a few of my farmers, and we should do that. Since we have so much timber, let's upgrade a few of those guys here to more workers. And look at how the city is coming together here around the river. Those guys here as well. And this one. Why? This one not? He should be able to upgrade. Oh, now he is. Very good. We just didn't have the timber for it. But that's that. Around the river, the city is growing. Of course, I think that will bring the sausage down. Yep. Soap-wise, it's still fine. Beer is fine too. But sausage is something we need to look for. And that is over here. Let's have more pig farms. First of all, I want to also upgrade the warehouse then here. And those pig farms we can then add over here. 2 more here. And I think we might actually need another warehouse then here as well. And the slaughterhouses, of course. One thing that I actually started in the beginning of the game, but I haven't finished yet, is the 3rd sailmaker that we have here. And with that, I now have the 3rd sheep farm for it. So we finally have 3 sailmakers there. this warehouse is desperately overloaded. Let's add another loading ramp for it, even though we cannot afford that much of it. And over here, let's have the next pig farm there as well, and the warehouse. Right, so in that case, we have 4 more pig farms. That means we could have up to 4 more slaughterhouses, even though I'm not going to add 4 more slaughterhouses, but only 2, because we probably will want to have another rendering works and soap factory there as well. This town is not looking so pretty yet because of that one here. The upside is though that we still also could build the palace here, and then we would boost the attractiveness a lot, or we just move those factories somewhere else. Alright, and Alonso, I haven't forgotten you. We have now 3 ship of the lines. With those guys here, I could destroy another of his islands there. I could do it. This one here. And let's actually sail up here with our ship of the lines for now and prepare the attack. 3 ship of the lines. I should not lose one here with the attack on this island there. That would be a blow to him. It seems like the admiral wasn't able to take it though. But Alonso is certainly not as strong anymore as he used to be. But so far, oh well, the admiral is gaining strength though. That's a major problem then. Alright, let's go back to the new world. Here we still have a few things that we need to do. So first of all, I need to increase my population first of all. And second of all, we also need a depot here, which is just so expensive every time we have it. But let's have 2 depots here. Righto, that's fine. We do need more bricks here, so that's why I'm having a few more upgrades that we can have here. So those guys here, let's upgrade them, very good. So we can have a 4th clay pit production here. And yes, also my flagship down here arrived, and it's payday, $187,000. That's just a dream, and the money is flowing, very good. We do need that money for purchasing shares then from Alonso. Something we could do. And right, my clipper here, let's take... That would be another item we could use, but let's use that for expeditions. And in that case, let's get the bricks for Port Royal. Very good, because we do need our depots here, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, the rum is capped. And that is something we cannot allow to happen, as we are losing rum with that.
Ship constructed.
Quite a lot of it too. And another clipper is coming out. And we can commission another ship of the line. Very good. Meantime, our ship of the lines that are really fast this time, because they have the wind on their side. With that wind, we might actually take the attack. Yeah. Alright, and the ship of the lines are coming in now into Fever Town, as he's called it. And we have the wind on our way, so look at how fast they're pulling in here. In that case, very important to have the wind on your side when you attack a harbor. And, oh, let's not waste volleys on the depot. Let's attack the warehouse there right away. And the siege has started. There is no help coming. Very good. He's got no ships here at the moment. I think he was a bit arrogant in the beginning because he attacked the pirates, the admiral, myself, and Bente at the same time. And with that, of course, he's got a problem there right now. So in that case, the island is weakening already. We're taking it, and I don't think we're losing any ship here. For that matter. Very important. Alright, and while that is happening, let's continue building the city there too. Should never forget building the city there. A few new workers are coming in. The money's flowing, and the first rum. Where's my first rum? Do we have rum now? I hope not. Oh, we have rum already. Damn, I thought the money would bounce a bit more. More up there, but well, that's that. Alright, what we also need over here is a church. So in that case, I do have a church here. I do need a church for those people here as well. So we're going to have the church here. Or... Oh, wait a second. We have destroyed it. Why is he not giving up?
Enemy's resistance is crumbling.
I mean, it should be fine, right? What is that? Sand mine that is not attacking us. I think the repair crane here is holding the morale up there for a bit. But he should be giving up now. Right, 2 more ships of the line are coming. Bente is still alive. How's the island here looking? She purchased one of my shares back. How very
What
rude.
brutality,
And
if
let's
I may
conquer the
say
island.
so.
Very good. So in that case, Alonso has lost an
If you
island
read
up
this from
here.
the inside
And
out,
let's see what flotsam
I
awaits us
may
here, what items he's got. He's got quite a lot of items in here. A chicken that we could use for the zoo.
Amazing, you know what to do with them all.
And, well, a druid sickle, which offers us the most money than here.
Climb the rigging.
Some sand, I don't need that.
All of those outposts.
And some bread. Oh yeah, the bread we can use. And let's send my ships back down there. I don't care about the island. If someone takes it, I don't care about it. What I care about is that that Alonso lost a bit of infrastructure here and is down to 2 islands now. So he's really no threat at all at the moment. And when I look at my diplomacy window there, military-wise, we have superseded him. We have topped him quite a bit, so it was the other way around not too long ago. And the Admiral and we are on par now. Sean is quite strong. He's got a good, because of his harbor defenses, and Bente. Yeah, Bente is a hopeless case. That's why we are protecting her, because she's not building harbor defenses on her own. So in that case, nothing. But we can actually focus a bit of on city building right now, because military-wise, we are the strongest right now. That police station here is a nuisance to me. And yeah, it's not smart to get rid of it though. So for now, what I want to do is having a road here. So we can then squeeze in 2 farmers here. And on this side here, I want to have my church. Let's build a church here. That we can afford in this corner here. And another marketplace over here then as well. For this area. Righto. That's something we can do. We don't have a main road anymore. Main road system, I've given up on that. We could still have it at some point, but for now it's fine. The idea is that we have the trains then, you know, going through that one here. And since I'm going to have the oil harbor here, we are only really needing 3 factories. So one here, or here, and one here for that area here. And the World's Fair needs oil as well. So we do have a train track here. Going through that. One is going through this one here, so there it's probably the best to have a little road here, a little track there for the trail coming in here, and then we have another factory here then, right? And another system is going then to the other side here, where we already have a double-sided road for it. That is important. Now let's have another warehouse then, and instead of the warehouse we can then have the oil factory later, the oil power plant, because we don't need it then anymore. And here let's have, actually let's use those blocks here again, these blocks there. Right, connecting with the factories over here as well. There we have a nice little room for something else. Of course, those people will want a pub. Oh, yeah.
Another player has had their island seized.
Alonso has lost his island up here as well again to the Admiral, because he didn't build any defense. So I'm not sad about that. And yeah, also reminds me of my clipper here for my depots. Right, so we do have 3 depots here now. And let's also upgrade our trading post here. So we now have enough depot storage for all the rum in the world to get that rum over to Titan. And let's also build the fire station here. That's fine. That is working out. And harbor defense wise, we should be fine for a while as well. La Isla Bonita. We still have another clay deposit over here and here that we can use. There's actually some oil as well that we can then exploit, which is a very nice location since we can have the oil harbor here then as well later. And then we can have another warehouse here.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Oh, Alonso has taken another island here. A big one, but it's fine for now. Right, and let's build those 2 factories here as well. So, having the factories here, how is Titan looking brick-wise? We should get way more brick in soon now. And here, let's have A few more houses there. This is looking good. And yeah, we still wanted to build the pub here then as well.
Keep the masses suppressed and our troubles will soon pass.
Having a bit of that. And of course, a fire station is also what we need here. That is fine. Looking good so far, right? We should be able to upgrade. Let's do that. Few more workers here. It's slow, but we're getting there where we want to. Problem is we have to invest so much into military there as well, which is taking up the resources. And I think the lack of bricks is still slowing us down quite a bit there. The next ship of the line, we have 4, 5, 6 now. Very good.
Ready.
It's quite enough. And down over here in Alchem. In Alchem, Nah, Alchem we keep like that for now. I don't need that so far.
Your people